This video was recorded in the middle of the night at an apartment complex in Toledo. The doorbell footage shows a man knocking on the door with what appears to be a firearm in his waistband. The owner of the apartment did not recognize the man, so she asked who he was. The unknown man simply responded, "It's me." The homeowner then questioned his response further, but instead of clarifying, he would simply give away through the front door. However, that was not sufficient to convince the homeowner to open the door, so he ultimately walked away. Disturbingly, as he does so, a second individual emerges from a nearby dumpster and also walks away. However, that wasn't the end of it. The two individuals then proceeded to the back door, where they attempted to pick the lock. The police were called, and upon their arrival, the two had already left, fortunately unsuccessful in their attempt to open the door. It's not entirely clear what their intentions were. The backpack carried by the first individual, nearly empty-looking, suggests they may have planned to rob the place, but it's also possible they had much worse intentions. As of now, the police have yet to identify the two individuals. This footage was captured in Flint, Michigan on April 24, 2023. The house had two Ring cameras, one above the garage and a Ring doorbell camera. Around 10 p.m., a man in a red jacket and another person behind him are seen approaching the house's front door. Before knocking or ringing the doorbell, the man in the jacket immediately starts attempting to break down the door. The Ring camera falls to the ground from the impacts, but the door itself doesn't budge. After a few seconds, the man walks around to the house's side door and again starts trying to break it down. By this point, the homeowner had woken up in a panic and was checking their camera feeds for an explanation. They noticed their doorbell camera on the ground, so they switched to their other camera. The banging noise echoed throughout the house, and they could now see what was causing it. The homeowner's voice coming over the speaker was enough to scare the two men off. Police were called to the property, and upon reviewing the footage, they noted that one of the men was armed. What these two men planned to do with the people inside if they had successfully broken in is unknown. It's unclear if they were ever identified by the police. This footage was captured in Colorado in the middle of the night. It shows three mountain lions appearing from the darkness and starting to walk around a set of houses. They were even seen walking up onto the porch of one of the houses. Mountain lion sightings are exceptionally rare in this specific area. Typically, they stay further in the mountains where they have easier access to deer, their usual prey. Seeing them in a populated neighborhood is uncommon, especially in this area. The three cats eventually walked off, but there's little doubt things could have gone differently if one of the homeowners had left their pets outside for the night or were outside themselves. In June of 2019, multiple homes in Chicago got a visit from a man claiming to be an investigator named Jeff Rushmore. The only problem is that this man doesn't exist. He was impersonating an investigator with the local police department, fully equipped with a fake uniform, fake badge, and fake police radio chatter. This Ring camera caught him performing the act.
Can you open the door?
26, I got you loud. Still start to your case if I want. Did it be the sixth person? truck, so it looks like PD is with them. They can have some custody. Let's 84. Right now, Ark 4739 4739, that's Forest across the Chicago Prairie, called you by a resident. Nothing showing. Engine 103.
640 George, individual not answering the door.
The homeowner doesn't answer the door, yet the man stays in character, even faking a callback reporting the unresponsive homeowner. Another home in the area, equipped with a Ring doorbell camera, shows the same man. This time, the homeowner does open the door.
Hi, sorry to bother you so late. Rushmore with the Winfield Police Department. I'm an investigator. One of your neighbors down the street reported a missing.
The video cuts out there. The man explains a missing person case, and when the homeowner says he doesn't know anything about it, the interaction ends. The motives behind him impersonating an investigator are unknown. Often, there are cases like this where the man is simply trying to get people to open their door, thinking they're safe, but then proceeds to rob them, or sometimes worse. However, he doesn't do this, and no one knows his motives. One commenter said, "I honestly believe he was testing the waters, and as he felt more confident, he would have escalated from getting people to open their doors to entering people's homes for who knows what." According to recent documents, the man was never identified. Shown in this doorbell camera footage is an unknown man wearing an oddly disturbing mask. As he walks up to the door, his motion alerts the camera to start recording. That's when you can see him grab the door handle, realize it's locked, and hesitantly knock on the door. The man waits for only a few seconds before pulling his sleeve over his hand and wiping off his fingerprints from the door handle, then walks off. A minute later, the homeowner comes to the door and sees the man across the street sitting in a car. When she yells down to him to see what he wants, he quickly speeds off. The homeowner later states she has no idea who this man could have been or what he was doing there. The fact that he removed his own fingerprints from the door handle suggests he had likely given them to the police at some point. It's not unreasonable to conclude that this man had some sort of criminal record. Additionally, a heavy object can be seen weighing down his front pocket. It's unclear what this is, and more importantly, it's unclear who this man is. The mask ultimately makes it impossible for police to identify both the man's identity and his intentions. The doorbell footage shows a man appearing on the left side of the screen and climbing on the guardrail. He was trying to stay out of frame as he attempted to take the Ring camera off of the home. Inside the home was a woman and her son. The man was the woman's ex-boyfriend. He failed to remove the camera, so he left but returned 30 minutes later. This time he had a cloth to cover the camera. Three minutes later, the homeowner's son ran into her room, frantic, telling her their car was on fire. Police and firefighters were called to the scene, but not before the fire destroyed their car and most of their home. Marianne, an expert in abusive relationships, responded saying, "Abusive relationships are about power and control, and when that power and control is taken away or minimized, then we see those efforts are escalated to try and get them back." Police are currently looking for the homeowner's ex-boyfriend seen in the video. This happened in April of 2023 in a wooded section of Asheville, North Carolina. The homeowner received a notification saying motion was detected at her front door. She opened the app on her phone and saw 3 bears on her front porch. They were tearing open a package that had recently been delivered. Inside the package was dog food, which they easily would have been able to smell. The homeowner opened her door and confronted the animals, trying to scare them off. The bears take one of the 2 bags of dog food inside the package. They are seen on the right side of the screen with the bag in their mouth as they walk off.